work does not start and end in this room. That's a hobby. Your work starts and ends the second you wake up to the second you go to bed. And use this as your litmus test. Think about this. If you don't buy it in a movie, why would you think you can buy it in your work? The more you start to examine life, the more life gives you permission about what is executable in your work. It teaches you truth. So you're not up there schmacking. You're not up there indicating. You're not up there trying to pull one over on the audience. And as I am trademarking and copywriting, your story livers. And that's when magic starts to happen. Because you're drawing from something that when people see you, they see what? They see truth. They're not seeing schmacking. There's nothing more distasteful than watching an actor trying to act on stage. Because it's like, who do you think you're fooling? That whatever you learn in this class is fruitless unless you're looking for it in life. For you to take in this class and look at it like it's a study class, you're wasting your time and your money. Because you can try to learn through the execution, of course, and that's important. But the real learning comes from the justification of what you're seeing in the real world that gives you permission to execute it in your work. So, the more we start to observe the work that we're learning in here in life, the more it gives us justification to actually use the tools we're learning in our work. And that means steal from life. Start observing the way people behave. Look at people and start taking note. Ask yourself, what's really that person's intention? You will be happy and not happy when you start doing it. Because it's going to inform you. It's going to bring up awareness. But it's going to help you to start understanding objective. It's going to help you to start understanding intention. It's going to help you to start understanding actions. Look at people's spine. Look at the way people talk. You'll start to really see what drives them in their life. When you start to learn the craft, the more it is your obligation to look so you can understand. Look at the way people listen. Look at the way people don't listen. Look at the way people are attracted to each other or not attracted to each other. Look at people's nuances. Look at how people lie. Look at how people say one thing and mean something else. Look at how people say something, but what they're saying is not matching what they're doing. Because the more you do that, the more you build the actor's vocabulary that you can steal from or pull from. It fills you. And that's why I encourage every moment you can. You never stop working as an actor. Because it should be fun to learn life. It should be fun to understand the way human beings function, to understand people's behavior. And it was a really beautiful dissection of the human condition, to really see how different we all are, and how we all try to exist and survive in this crazy world. And in order to do that, we create this instrument, which is our body, based on everything we've been through, that creates the way we function and move through the world. And you start to see all these things and you don't judge them because you realize that everyone and the way they're functioning has their own story, which requires compassion, no matter who they are. Because everybody has been through something that has made them who they are. First of all, you get inspired by people's pain. Because they're here, surviving. Which means they're doing pretty fucking good. and then it makes you care. So you've got to care, you've got to observe, you've got to see what you're learning in here and find it in life. Look at people's behavior, look at the story behind people's behavior, look at the story behind people's reactions, look at the story behind people's intentions, look at the story behind people's objectives. And get inspired and care about people. And the beauty about being an actor is the opportunity for transformation. And everybody thinks transformation is turning into someone else. That's not transformation. Transformation is finding different aspects of you and allowing that to literally bloom into a greater aspect of that person that you're trying to reveal of who you are. It is not you in these circumstances. It is a piece of who you are in these circumstances. And in order to find that piece of who you are, you need to be able to really understand the circumstances, learn how to break down the circumstances, learn how to understand how that person functions so you can really find that aspect of who you are and turn the volume up on that. The more you start to get in touch with the spine and understanding the behavior and understanding the way that person responds to relationships, to circumstances, and themselves, you can start giving yourself the opportunity to find where that person's physical center is, so you know that that's the place that they live from. It's really understanding people and the way they function and really noting how different everybody is and really understanding how different people are by the way they move in the world. How do they move in the world based on all the circumstances that happen in their life until this here and now moment that created the formulation of their physicality. And that's the beauty of that stuff, is that's going to change your physicality. That's going to give you a place of focus. That's going to let you know where their energy lives. I used to say a long time ago, drag queens are some of the best teachers of acting because they, first of all, have to be fearless. Second of all, they have to commit to the most extreme circumstances of what they're doing. Hair, makeup, dance, song, everything, right? But also their ability to allow themselves to transform. And it takes the mask off of who they are, and it opens up a different aspect of who they are. So the finding of the center is not so much about you becoming someone else. It's about removing the mask that you have and allowing yourself to experience a different part of who you are in relation to the circumstances that are at hand. But you have to really understand that you have to make an informed choice for that to happen. You can't just make a physical choice because you want to make some interesting physical choice. It has to make sense, right? Based on the text. And sometimes you may not need to make a physical choice. It's making an informed decision based on the text that reveals the character, but also centers who you are within that character. The more you start to really understand who that person is by really specifying and becoming connected to that spine, you're going to start being able to think of physical transformations that you can make that you feel are going to be connected to the spine, but that will also reveal your character's spine in your work. But it's something that can't be overlooked, because it's going to be something that may inform you when you feel like, I've done all my work, something's missing, something's missing, something's missing, you know, and then that may be the last thing, is really finding that character center, where that character physically lives in the body.